Picture right here and now. Come down, have a look. I've got 4 playing cards here. The 4 kings. The king of spades is the one to watch. That's the one to watch. It's second from face to the packet. If I turn the packet face down and reverse the order, it should bring it to second from top. But because I'm cheating, it's actually on the bottom. Now look, if it's on the bottom, watch very closely. If I reverse the order, where does that bring it? Now most people say to the top and they'd be right. It's there. Would you put money on it? You shouldn't, because that's actually the king of clubs. The king of spades is right here. Look, I'll put the king of spades on the bottom. If I put the king under it, where's the king of spades? It's actually back on top. I'll leave the king of spades down there. Would you put your money on it? I bet you wouldn't, and you shouldn't, because that's the king of diamonds. The king of spades is over here. Look, I'll leave the king of spades face up and bury it in the packet. It really is face up in the packet, and that's true. Am I right? Well, I'm wrong, because actually the king of hearts is face up. Look, I'll leave them all face down. 4 face down kings, correct? No? You're actually wrong, because the king of spades is right there. Now, it should be easy to follow the king of spades. Do you know why? It's the only one with a red back. And more than that, it's the only one with a bloody great hole in it. Whoa! This kind of stuff, you always have to do from a borrowed shuffle pack.
Yeah,
now,
take time.
These are yours, but in my pocket, I've actually got the magic cards. Do you want to see them?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
The magic cards are here. I can't really show you them at the moment. Do you want to hold them a second?
Yeah,
Hold them a second.
we've got 3 green cards.
3 green cards.
The wind's coming up now.
Oh, weather-wise, or
Yeah.
is that something?
I found it under the bed. It's some sort of. Is it that trick where the ball goes up and down?
No, Graham, it's not that. It's something else.
Oh, is it?
It's,
I've got some tissue.
I think it's Lloyd's.
Oh, it's Lloyd's.
Yeah.
He's at that age.
Well,
okay.
yes, this is good socks. You always have to do this stuff from a shuffle pack of cards, and I'm going to use the first 3 cards we come to.
Right.
Let me take these.
These are the magic cards.
These are the magic cards. For instance, if I place this with this one here, you see we've got 1 9 of clubs. We've actually got 2 9 of clubs. We've got 3 9 of clubs, and the card from the pack is the 9 of clubs.
Oh, yes, it's interesting. Yeah. What happens when you put it on another one, though?
Well, if I put it on this one, for instance, we then end up with 1 5 of spades. We end up with 2 5 of spades. We end up with 3 5 of spades, and the one from the deck is the 5 of spades.
I don't get that.
Shall I do it with this one here?
Yes, well.
Let me do it with this one
you?
here. Well, we've got 1 2 of diamonds.
Yeah.
We've got 2 2 of diamonds.
Right.
We've got 3 2 of diamonds, and the one from the deck is the 2 of diamonds.
Oh, that's intriguing.
But the trouble is, I'm not at liberty to show you what these cards are.
Oh,
Otherwise,
brother
I'm
John
gonna put
Hammond
them
used to
away.
say that.
Yes.
One of the most interesting places I've ever visited is Muleshoe in Texas. It's a small, sleepy kind of western town. You'd expect to see maybe John Wayne, Gary Cooper, those kind of guys, Clint Eastwood making a movie there. You know, there's a central high street, a saloon, a barber, horses are tethered up, dust bowls running down the street, you know, that kind of a place. Now, the Muleshoe gambler, John Quincy Andrews, thrived in Muleshoe circa 1880, long time ago. And there's a legendary story about John Quincy Andrews and a game he was playing with some guys. Now, these guys, by the way, these were the kind of guys with broken noses and sore throats from choking on gunpowder, you know. Those kind of guys, yeah. Anyway, he was playing this game of cards, and the hand he received after the cards had been shuffled is now legendary. King of clubs, 5 of hearts, 10 of clubs, Jack of diamonds, and 10 of hearts. Not a great hand, really. In actual fact, it's just a pair of 10s. Well, it came to his turn to play. He discarded 1 card and took 1 from the deck. But in just exchanging 1 playing card, John Quincy Andrews, the card cheat that he was, received a black jack. He received a red 10. He received a black 10. He received a red jack and another black jack. That's a full house. That's 3 jacks, 2 10s. Well, he was just about to play his hand. And the guy said, look, this is Muleshoe Thursdays. Muleshoe Thursdays, you have to draw twice. Well, he wasn't going to argue with the guys with broken noses and sore throats, you know, from choking on gunpowder. So he did as he was told. He reached into his hand, took 1 from his hand, took 1 from the deck, but in exchanging just 1 playing card, John Quincy Andrews, the card cheat that he was, he managed to get himself a red jack. Red jack's really good. He got himself a black jack. He got himself a black king. He got himself another black jack, another red jack, and that's 4s. That's 4 jacks over a king. Well, he was just about to play his hand, and they said, hang on. No. It's also, in Muleshoe, it's December, and as you know, in December, that you have to draw 3 times. Well, he was getting a bit fed up by this. So without even looking, he took his hand, took 1 card, took 1 from the deck, but John Quincy Andrews, the card cheat that he was, managed to get himself the 10 of clubs, the jack of clubs, the queen of clubs, the king of clubs, the ace of clubs. That's a royal flush, can barely be beaten. And it's at that precise moment they shot him. Now there's two ways of doing this, with applause or the way we're doing it now. I don't think they're impressed. I'll go a stage further. Now, traditionally in magic, there's this funny old thing where magicians, they place 3 cards on each ace. And I'm the same as all these strange magicians. 3 cards go on each ace. Now, watch very closely here. I'm going to take the ace of spades. There's the ace of spades. And if I do this slowly, watch this, the ace of spades will vanish. Hold the applause. I'll do it with the ace of hearts. But there's the ace of hearts. You can see the ace of hearts. Watch closely. If I do this, the ace of hearts should vanish. You don't look remotely impressed by that, do you?
I'm so impressed. Where's it gone?
I have no idea. Let's do it with the ace of... It is magic, isn't
What's he
it?
going to know where it's gone?
I don't know where it's gone. Look, the ace of clubs, if I do this, the ace of clubs should vanish. It's gone, isn't it? You're not watching, Maggie, are you?
I am trying to catch you
Yeah.
out.
Well, I'm trying to catch myself out here. I have no idea what's going on. Let's do it with the ace of diamonds. Ace of diamonds. No ace there, no ace there, no ace there. But if I do that one, spin it a few times, there's no ace there. Yeah, you don't look impressed. Okay, so there's no aces at all. Now, if I put the cards back in the deck and give the cards a couple of cuts, to find the aces, I'm going to try, I'm going to spell to them, okay? What's this? T-H-E, the A-C-E-O-F, diamonds, D-I-A-M-O-N-D, and there's the ace of diamonds. But if I get the ace of diamonds, wouldn't it be nice to get the ace of spades, the ace of hearts, and the ace of clubs? That's magic, isn't it?
It's magic.
Look, whilst we got the...
You know, back in the day I marketed a very adult version of this, and I used to do it at hen nights and stag nights and kind of pub nights, that kind of a thing. Well, this is the clean version, and half of the routine is in card startlers. This is how I used to do it in kind of a full version, but again I've had to just do it with playing cards, clean up so that it doesn't get banned off YouTube and Facebook again. So this is May 2024. And I've got the 2 black aces will kind of represent 2 fellas, and the 4 queens will represent 4 girls, 4 sisters if you will, maybe. And it's about an evening where the 2 lads book a hotel, and they each book a room each, and they invite 2 of the girls back to one room and 2 to the other room, and you can only imagine what goes on. Well, let me tell you what goes on. I'll show you exactly what goes on. So we've got the 2 lads, there's one and there's the other. They go into the 2 different rooms, and 2 girls in each one. So 2 girls go with this fella over here, and 2 girls go with this fella over here. Well, the evening proceeds, a lot of fun, a lot of drink, a lot of naughtiness, and the fella has a great time with the 2 girls here, and this one has a great time with the 2 girls over here. Well, the second night they decide to repeat it. They will repeat the whole procedure. So, like I said, we've got one fella here and one fella there. They have 1 room each, and in each room they invite a girl. So there's 2 girls in that room over there and 2 girls in that room over there. But on this particular night, the manager turns up and they quickly separate. Well, they did it pretty darn quickly, because over here I've just got the 2 fellas, and over here the 4 girls together in their room. And they had a heck of a time on their own, by the way. Well, I'd like to show you about the time the master card cheat taught the novice card cheat on how to cheat at cards, specifically cutting high cards. He said, well, you take a shuffle pack of cards and you have to track certain cards in the deck if you're going to win. He said, and what you need to do is be able to cut to high cards. He said, look, I've just given the cards a shuffle. Always feel for the top card and try and cut to a high card. I've got the king of hearts. He says, that's a goodie, he says. You give the card 1 cut like this, and try and cut to another high card, another king, and this time he got the king of clubs. Very impressive. He gave the cards a cut like this and said, now try and cut to the 3rd one, and this time he cut to the king of spades. Again impressive. He said to the novice, I'd like you to try it. The novice grabbed the deck and started running through the card. He said, no, you're not allowed to do that. You just have to feel for the top card and try and cut. Well, the novice loused up, he cut to an ace instead of a king. He said, well look, I'm also an amateur magician, because all I have to do is that and change those kings into the 4 aces, and the card cheat was duly impressed, the master was duly impressed. He said, look, give me those aces, I'm going to show you something else here, because all you have to do is this and change those into raw flush and spades, and that cannot be beaten. You know, folks, when I was at school many years ago, they taught us about the kings and queens of England. For instance, I've got 4 queens here, And I'll leave them down here for you to keep an eye on. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there, and there's one there. And with them, I'm going to place 4 kings. So we've got a king and a queen here, a king and a queen here, a king and a queen here, and a king and a queen there. Let's leave those aside for just a moment. So don't forget, over here, we've got a king and a queen there. And over here, we've got a king and a queen. But let's do some magic. Because all I have to do is this, and now I've got all 4 queens over here. If I've got all 4 queens here, I must have the 4 kings down there. But let's do a little bit more magic for you, because if I shake these cards, suddenly over here, I've now got all the kings. If I've got all the kings here, I must have the queens there. Well, in actual fact, let's do some real magic, because over here, I've got the 4 aces, the jokers in the pack, really.
You know, folks, in the magic world, especially in the card magic world, birds of a feather flock together. And the birds in this case are the 4 queens. You can tell I'm a Londoner. 4 queens right here, and also 12 spot cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spot cards. Now, when I say the birds of a feather will flock together, I literally mean that. The queens are going to join each other in a very magical way. So we've got the Queen of Clubs, the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Spades, and the Queen of Diamonds, which I shall leave in this formation which magicians often do, which is called a T formation. The Queen of Spades is right here, it's the leader. So one by one, these 3 queens will join it in just a moment. But first off, I'm going to cover them with 3 playing cards each. 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, and 3 here. So, as I say, the Queen of Diamonds, Hearts and Clubs will leave up here and join the Queen of Spades here. Let's try it with this one over here. It will vanish, and let's have a look. It has vanished. There's no queen there, which means over here with the Queen of Spades, we've now got the Queen of Clubs. Let me do that again. I'll do it with this one over here. The queen will vanish, and I think it has vanished. Yeah, the queen has gone, which means over here, I've now got the Queen of Spades, a spot card, clubs and hearts. The last queen over here is the Queen of Diamonds, and it will vanish. Watch the Queen of Diamonds go. It will go, and it has gone. Queen of Diamonds is gone, which means over here, I've now got all 4 queens. And that, folks, is a minor miracle, just using 12 spot cards and these 4 queens right there.
Thank you. Hang on, I've got a weak finish. Would you give them a shuffle for me? Okay, check them out, give them a shuffle. Now, I'm going to try, I verbally underline the word try. I want you to choose any card you want, have a good look at it. All of you have a good look at it. Show camera, show David, make sure you can all see the card. Okay, you remember it? Okay, watch this. Again, I'm going to give the cards a couple of cuts. Now, to find your card is going to be difficult this time. I'm going to take some helpers out of the deck. Helpers, alright? Let me have a look here. I get a tingle in the finger when this works. Maybe that one. Yeah, maybe that. A little tingle there, maybe that. Or, yeah, I think possibly it's one of these. I believe it's one of these cards. If you see a card, don't tell me, will you? Don't tell me, because you can keep a straight face, okay? No emotion at all. I think you'll find that easy, right? Watch this. The Jack of Spades is my first thought. Don't tell me. 8 of Hearts is my second thought. Jack of Spades, 8 of Hearts, and Queen of Hearts. Jack of Spades, 8 of Hearts, Queen of Hearts. But I think if this was your card here, would you be duly impressed? What was your card? 8 of Hearts. Well, I thought so, you see. I know what you're dying to do. It's not there, is it? Now look, I will try something else.